What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's break down the Sunday 1 p.m. tip-off, right, where we look into Game 7, Cleveland and Orlando. A very exciting matchup, just a couple hours away. Apologies for this video getting out a little bit later in the day. I was busy doing baseball all morning, and just with one game on the NBA slate, I kind of took a back seat to all that work I was doing. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this first game. Full disclosure, I am Cavaliers fan. I try to separate my fandom from my bets as best as I can. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. What I'm going to be telling you guys, though, is completely objective to the best of my ability as well. So let's get down into it. Quick recap from yesterday within the Minnesota Denver game. We were able to go 2-1. Did not scratch that over. We would have had a push if that last second three would have went down. But able to cash 2 out of 3 tickets and having a 4-1 day within Major League as well. So overall, very successful Saturday betting within the markets. Okay, but let's get into this game and let's look into it from the odds jam. But first, make sure you guys subscribe down below, smash that like button, and please join the Discord. It is free. There will be some premium features being rolled out eventually, but it is free. Link down below, as well as channel memberships that are now live. As well as some of the sponsors that we're working with here, such as Odds Jam, where you'll be seeing a lot of what they have to offer within when I'm going about this game. I'll show you guys a lot of the cool features. So promo code is TBM. My link down below gives you 35% off your first month and or annual plan. So sign up today using Odds Jam, okay? So as we look into it, this is kind of the main market. This is where you're going to find the best odds available. We can look into this Magic Cavaliers money line, okay? The Cavaliers money line is something that I would lean towards if you can find that minus 150. The home team for me in this matchup really just does it all, okay? I understand the Magic kind of have the momentum. I understand that Donovan Mitchell had to score 50 points and the Cavaliers still lost, failing to score 100 points. But for those of you that were not around, have never been to Quicken Loans Arena, or now I think it might even be called something different, but Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, excuse me. I'm dating myself back to the LeBron days. It's actually probably the last time I've been to a Cavaliers game. But anyways, we look into this game, and the home team definitely has had the edge. The Magic Kingdom down in Orlando, we all know how raucous that was. I mean, I could hear it through my TV speakers. Had a little bit of effect. I think that's where you see the cream rise to the top. Donovan Mitchell scoring 18 of the fourth quarter points in that matchup. He was the only person to score a point in the fourth quarter, I believe. So it's really a testament not so much to how reliant they are on him. Also, he was banged up a little bit, but this is a do-or-die game, winner take all, okay? The Magic are going to be coming. The Cavs are going to be hungry, and I think this is a similar spot to where we saw the Cavs versus the Knicks last season, okay? And this is the spot that I think the Magic are going to find themselves in, okay? Hopefully the Cavs have learned some experience. They're lacking that physicality, right? Jared Allen, admittingly, after that Knicks series, talking about how he was scared, he wasn't ready for the moment, and he was intimidated. Well, that's the last thing you want your opponent to know when you're about to play in any kind of a playoff scenario, regardless of the sport. So, regardless of my thoughts on him, potentially just a little bit soft. We could get out a little bit deeper, but that's just how I view it. He has a rib contusion. He got hit in the ribs, so he sat out Game 6. To each their own, okay? But that's kind of where I'm at with this one. So I am going to back the Cavaliers at home despite that. Despite him suiting up, we are going to fade Jared Allen, okay? Right now you can find them 2.5s out there. We can find the best number available, and that has since moved, okay? I was able to find a minus 115 this morning from BetMGM, and now that has since been taken off the board, and now that number has got to 3.5. So very funny how that line can move ever so quickly. But we are going to be looking within this Cavaliers game, that 2.5. Okay, so this morning I found a minus 115. You can find a little bit juiced up out there. The number by all accounts has touched 3 again. So taking the Cavs at 3 is not a big deal either. But that hook does mean something if you get into a one-possession ball game down the stretch. But I was able to lock in the Cavs minus 2.5. We're getting a little closer to tip-off, too, so that's going to have a little issue with that. I'm not a big fan of the total. I would lean towards taking the over. It's just 194 is just way too low. Okay, here we're looking at the numbers. You can still find a 194 out there in the market. Sometimes these sports books you can filter on OddsJam. They may not be available in your area. They may not be ones that you're comfortable using. Okay, but here we can find 195s readily available at a minus 110 price. Okay, so I would lean towards taking the over. I'm not going to get involved. I could see this being a defensive, slow it down, back and forth, grind it out. Second half, first, nervy young players. By all accounts, the Magic I think are the youngest team in the NBA. I think the Cavs might be they were at one point the youngest team in the NBA. So, that's kind of how I feel about it. Might see a little bit of nerves, okay? So that's why we're going to look for the cream to rise at the top. I'm going to go into some of the prop markets now. All right, so player rebounds and points. Okay, this may be voided because he may not suit up, but I locked this one in. We are going to be taking the under, the under 25.5, Jarrett Allen, okay? You can find that out there for a minus 122 price. That is the best number available. All right, we're going to fade him. Trust me, if you know anything about how advantages and edges work, you let somebody know where your flaws are, where your injuries are. They're going to try to take advantage of that. So every time he's posted up in the paint, every time he's in the paint getting rebounds, he's going to be getting shots to his midsection, to that rib, time in and time out. It's just how it's going to go down. They know he's soft. I know he's capable, but in this scenario, he's been tested enough within that, what we saw within the next series, where I'm not going to bank on Jarrett Allen to have a strong day today. Might be wrong. I hope I am, for my personal rooting interest, that the Cavaliers come out victorious. But we are going to be fading Jarrett Allen, so taking that under 28 or under 25.5 points and rebounds in there. Okay, that's one prop I like. The other one is we're going to dive into the points, where we look into player points. Anything sub 30, I have to bet it. Kind of just unconsciously betting this one, where we're going to take Donovan Mitchell over 28.5 at a minus 110 price. Just have to do it, okay? There's nothing really too thoughtful to go into it, but the volume's there. He knows he has to put the team on his shoulder, okay? A couple other, so we're going to be locking that one in. A couple other player props I do like is potentially the Franz Wagner, taking the points and rebounds with him. That number's really right where it needs to be, okay? This is kind of an interesting one. Isaac Okoro, 4.5, okay? If you guys watch the Cavaliers, he's due to hit a 3. That's the thing about the Cavaliers, too. He is due. They are all due. The Cavaliers have not been shooting three-pointers in this series at any kind of a normalcy of a clip. So if you look to buck that trend at home, this is the time to do it. So I would dabble with the Isaac Okoro if you guys are doing same-game parlays. He can smash a 3. 1 3 is all you need, plus an unguided, unassisted layup, where he usually does sometimes have a clear path. I could see that happening and him clearing 5 points very, very easily. Okay. Also, some point totals I like. Boncaro, 24.5. It's too low. It's too low. He's going to be very aggressive in this game. That's something where you can get behind that one as well. Like I said, even some alternate numbers within him, I'm not opposed to. You can even take plus money at 25.5. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts up 30 points in this contest. Karis LeVert hasn't been getting a lot of run, but he's been lacking from the 3. Him and Okoro has been kind of those 3-point shooters within the Cavs, as well as I don't think his name's on here. I don't think he has a prop market, but the Cavs, they have he's a top 5, top 10 3-point shooter within the NBA. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, so apologies for that. But anyways, nonetheless, those are where I'm at within the prop market. Okay, also kind of more pricey, but if you guys are into it, something else that jumps off the page at me is player-made threes, taking the Evan Mobley, finding the under half of 3 at minus 180. That's something where it's a little pricey, but I definitely could see him not even taking a 3-pointer in this game. So kind of where I'm at within this one, okay? So that's something that we can get into. And that will about wrap up my coverage for the Cavaliers Magic game. Nothing really too crazy. Just put up for a final recap. These will be my 3 bets that I'm making. I really don't even want to bet the game. I just think this is a total play, a thoughtless play on the home team. Couple that with the fact that I'm rooting for the Cavs. Why not? Let's have some fun. So just a 1-unit play I'll be making on that. Cavaliers -2.5. Took that one earlier, and we will be fading Jared Allen. That may void if he doesn't suit up, and why not? Donovan Mitchell, he's going to drop 30. That's pretty much a given. So those will be my official plays for this game. Looking forward to it. Just about 3 hours away from tip-off. So we'll see what happens in this Game 7. Hopefully the Cavaliers can advance. But appreciate you guys rocking with me here on the channel. Like I said, subscribe down below. Smash that like button. Good luck with all your picks today. Baseball is up and running. Let's go cash some tickets, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.